What if your memories are not your memories? What if millions of people around the world remember the exact same thing, yet it never existed? Is this a human error or a sign that our reality is shifting? Memory is supposed to be the most personal thing we have. But what if I told you that your brain can confidently remember things that never happened? This phenomenon has shaken millions. The Mandela Effect, a mystery where large groups of people share the same false memory. Some call it a glitch in the human mind, others believe it's evidence of alternate realities. Today we go deeper, far deeper than a normal explanation, because the truth behind the Mandela Effect might change the way you see your own reality. The name Mandela Effect comes from one strange memory. Millions around the world remembered Nelson Mandela dying in a South African prison in the 1980s. They remember news reports, global mourning, and even school lessons mentioning his death. But in our current reality, Mandela did not die in prison. He was released, became president, and passed away in 2013. So how did millions share the same wrong memory? This was the first major shock. The moment people realized that something might be wrong with our collective memory, or with our universe. Let's look at some of the most shocking Mandela effects that confuse almost everyone. The Berenstain Bears versus Berenstain Bears millions. Remember the children's book spelled Berenstain with an E, but it has always been Berenstain with an A. There are no records supporting the E spelling. Were we taught wrong? Or did the name actually change? Pikachu's tail. Kids who grew up with Peckerman clearly remember Pikachu having a black tip on its tail. Drawings, memory, fan art, everything supports it, but the real Pikachu, no black tip ever existed. So where did this shared memory come from? The Monopoly Man. People swear the Monopoly Man had a monocle, but in our reality, he never did. Not once are millions imagining the same incorrect detail. Luke, I am your father. You've heard this iconic movie line 1,000 times. But the actual line from Star Wars is, "No, I am your father. Why do we all remember it differently?" Who changed it? Mirror, mirror on the wall from Snow White. We all remember mirror, mirror on the wall, but the actual line is magic mirror on the wall. Were we taught the wrong version, or did the original change? The science behind false memory. Scientists explain the Mandela effect using psychology. They say our brains fill in gaps using patterns. If we've seen something similar before, our mind automatically corrects the memory even if it becomes wrong. This is called confabulation, brain-made stories that feel 100% real. But here's the mystery: confabulation is random, yet Mandela effects are not random. Millions remember the same wrong detail. Is that just a coincidence, or is something else happening? Parallel universe theory. Some physicists believe the Mandela effect is proof that multiple realities exist side by side. Imagine tiny shifts in timelines, like different versions of history blending together. In one universe, the Berenstain Bears existed in another. The Berenstain Bears in one universe. Pikachu had a black tail in another. He never did. If universes overlap, our memories might come from a timeline where things were truly different. This idea sounds crazy, but quantum physics already suggests multiple realities can exist simultaneously. Are we remembering pieces of another world? The digital age mystery. Some researchers argue that the internet amplifies false memories. When a person claims one detail online, thousands agree and the false memory spreads like fire. But here's the twist: Mandela effects existed before the internet. People from the 70s, 80s, and 90s also share these false memories. So the digital age cannot be the full explanation. Some Mandela effects break all logic. People remember entire countries in different spots on the map. Some recall movie scenes that don't exist. Others swear a company's logo changed overnight. These are not small memory slips. They are massive, collective, and consistent. It's as if someone pressed an invisible update button on reality. So, what is the Mandela effect really? A glitch in memory, a glitch in the universe, or a glitch in us? What you remember shapes who you are. But when memory becomes unreliable, your entire reality becomes a question. Maybe the world isn't as fixed as we think. Maybe time shifts. Maybe universes overlap. Or maybe your mind in far more powerful land, fragile than you imagine. One thing is certain: your memories are not as trustworthy as you believe. And the next time something feels different, ask yourself, did reality change or did I? If this episode made you question your reality, hit like, share, and subscribe. Because on this channel, we explore the facts the world hides and the mysteries your mind fears to ask.